This was my first computer, an Apple Mac Classic. I bought it second-hand from my office, school advertising. I got it for 18,000 pesos. I have a Photoshop 4 and Illustrator 3. The year was 1994. Around 1998, I resigned from the advertising agency and set up my home office. This is the Pentium 3 450 MHz. My first graphics tablet was corded. The blue thing was a zip drive. Zip disks were at 75 to 100 megabytes per disk. I have a SanDisk CF card reader. No SD cards yet at this time. Canon scanner, and almost all computers and peripherals are white. What you see here is a Nokia 6150 cellular phone. This is the first phone that incorporated an infrared file exchange. Year 2001, I replaced my monitor with a 17-inch flat CRT monitor. I also had my first digital camera, Kodak 1 megapixel. I bought a MacBook and a 19-inch Samsung as external monitor because the 13-inch MacBook was not enough for graphics work. During this period, I decided to have a work table custom made. The L table costed 8,000 pesos back then. Back then, all my files were backed up in CDs and DVDs. I still use a DVD player for music. And this was my first digital video camera. It only shoots in 3GP resolution. In 2012, I purchased a 27-inch iMac. I passed down the MacBook to my daughter. What you see in front of the iMac is the medium-sized Wacom Intuos 4 tablet. The other one with the white MacBook was a small Intuos 5 Pro. I started accumulating a lot of digital files. This is the Western Digital 3TB MyBook NAS or Network Attached Storage. This is the 4TB MyBook Duo and 6TB MyBook Duo. My Passport Studio 2TB and My Passport 1TB. This is a Canon cheapest inkjet printer. I had 2 dry cabinets for my camera gear. Another addition is a JBL speaker that plays music from an iPhone. My internet back then was at 8 megabytes per second. The L-shaped table was still big enough for both me and my daughter. When my internet is down, I use a smart pocket Wi-Fi. I also converted my Canon printer into CIS or continuous ink system. My freelance work included illustration, both manual and digital. So, I set up the left side of the table as my drawing area. Watercolor, markers, colored pencils, etc. It's all complete. I transferred my daughter's workstation to the opposite side. She also needed a Windows PC for schoolwork. iPad was very essential for references instead of using the computer. What you see here is another addition to my expanding storage. This is the Synology DS214. This is connected to the router so that all the computers in my house can connect to it wirelessly. In 2016, I got myself a refurbished MacBook Pro for fieldwork. I resigned from GMA and got myself more work outside Metro Manila. I needed a laptop, and this was a steal at 36,000 pesos. Here you can see that my workstation is getting very cluttered. The big window on the wall was a very good source for lighting, especially when I'm drawing. But during the day, it gets really hot. That's why I do most of my work in the evening. 2017, I had my first external 27-inch monitor, a ViewSonic 4K monitor. The headphones is an AKG semi-closed back. I also had the table painted white replaced my Canon printer with an Epson printer and scanner. I decided to transfer all my art materials to a separate supply room and just take out what I need to reduce clutter. I also decided to replace my chair with a wheeled ergonomic chair. I bought a cheap RGB LED light from Lazada and installed it at the back of my L-shaped table. I also got myself a big mousepad also from Lazada. I also painted the walls white. Internet speed was at 16 megabytes per second. This is my daughter's workstation, directly opposite mine. I gave her the WD 500GB as storage. 2018, I got my second 27-inch external monitor. Another ViewSonic, but this time it's a 2K monitor. I covered the tabletop with an oak wood veneer because the paint was very sticky. I will never use elastomeric paint again. I am slowly achieving my dream setup. I switched to LaCie hard drives because I needed a more rugged external drive because of my line of work. When editing videos, I use the left monitor for the media browser, the effects controls, effects, project panels, audio clip mixer, and also the source monitor and the program monitor. I use the middle monitor entirely for the timeline. I use the right monitor as reference monitor. My dream setup is almost there. These two ergonomic chairs were gifts from Angelo Falconi. It was way more comfortable. Another addition to my setup is the LaCie DJI Copilot Boss whenever I needed to back up files on site without a computer. I also got a LaCie D2 desktop drive with 6 terabytes. This is my working drive. I also upgraded to an iPad 4 mini. I use it as a monitor when I need to view files from the DJI Copilot Boss. That's an Audio-Technica MX50 monitor headphones for video editing. In 2020, because of the pandemic, I decided to transfer my workstation inside my studio. I also took the opportunity to have my table repainted. Temporarily, I used 2 long foldable tables. I started live streaming and producing content for my YouTube channel. 2021, 27 years later. This is my workstation. The new white paint was called Duco Finish, more durable and stain-proof. I also installed a 3-monitor arm for my iMac and 2 ViewSonic monitors. And a loop alloy dual monitor arm for my daughter's workstation. Currently, she is using a wooden laptop stand for better ventilation. The triple monitor arm made my table clutter-free. This is the XPG eMix headphones for everyday use. I am using a CK Mova USB microphone for simple voiceovers and for video conferencing. I am also using an XPG Primer gaming mouse. This is more accurate than my previous Apple wireless mouse. I am also using an XPG Precog when I am editing videos and music. I made this sliding platform so I can take out stuff from the table in one lifting. I made this wood bracket to house the 10-port electrical plug. Underneath the bracket is the internet hub so I can connect the iMac, the Synology NAS, my daughter's computer, etc. I still lack a few essential items like monitor speakers. My dream workstation is still evolving.